So just for a little perspective, I paid $1,000 more for this than I did for this. Warning. Alright everybody, back again for episode 35 or 52 or something like that. But I'll show you guys what I've done so far. We have got technically four walls that have 3 coats of white paint on them. So that is all I'm going to do right there for now. Still have to finish off the ceiling, but of course I don't have any help today. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is this area, I'm going to start insulating it because I got all these bags of insulation. I have a whole skid of it right there. It's just taking up a ton of space. So I'm going to start insulating this wall. But before I do that, I'm going to steal some power from that outlet and run it all the way up to right about there. The plan is with this is I think that a big SlickWorks logo up there, glowing orange out from underneath it, is going to be pretty sweet. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And just like that, we have got power up there, friends. So now it's time to get itchy. I got all this insulation, so I'm going to get this entire wall partially finished. Okay, so it's a new day. I have the whole wall covered in cotton candy now. What's next is I have my power up there, but I kind of realized that I'm going to need power up there too, because I want to get like a natural gas heater up there, and although it's natural gas, it does need power for the blower motor. So got to run power up there, put a switch somewhere around here, but I don't have a switch right now. So for now, I'm just going to run a wire up there, get a plug up there if I can, and go from there. I know that this circuit is live right now, so I know that that's a different circuit than every one of these, because that's shut off right now. So I'm gonna run off of that and shoot some wire up there, and yeah, we'll see what we can get done. Okay, back again for another day. So I have a switch hooked up, so that switch will turn on and off the heater. I have that outlet for my awesome SlickWorks eyes sign that's going to be going up there. And right here is where the big white desk over there is going to be. So this light switch is going to power that fixture that I'm going to make some brackets out of diamond plates so it matches everything else. But I have a different plan for today. Right on. 50 sheets of plywood. Cha-ching. Guess what it cost me? I've caught some sun today. It is absolutely scorching out, but I do have a shop update. This room, ceiling, fully boarded up, fully mudded. I got some help the other day. I had all the wiring done up there, but my stepdad, I said, you know, would this pass? And he said, yeah, it'll work. It'll probably never catch on fire. But if the city saw it, they wouldn't be happy with it. So he rewired it the way that city fire department would give us the thumbs up on it. And yeah, my mom actually went ahead and went to town on insulation. So we got insulation all the way around as high as she could reach pretty much. So I'm just gonna poly off this wall and then maybe start getting some sheets on that wall. Moving forward, this looks great though, eh? Yeah. So this whole room just needs a quick sand and then mask off the floor and of course 3 coats of paint. But progress continues. Alright, back in the shop once again. I have this wall all boarded up, got this window nice and trimmed up and finished. Yeah, so that's, I had a little mud left over, so I just squished a little in there. So this room is pretty much, got the whole floor masked up, so this room's pretty well ready for paint. I sanded it out and I have a few little spots that I had to refill. So I'll sand that out and then it's time for paint. And I know this is kind of a weird episode because I'm kind of jumping all over the place progress-wise, but I've been more focused on getting this shop done than filming. But there you have it. Okay, well I've managed to tick off another item on my to-do list, which is cutting this little hole here. Made a nice door for it. And yeah, that's where all the lights, all the spare booth lights as well as the spare fluorescent tubes for the rest of the shop will live. So just another thing, out of sight, out of mind, free up some space. Moving on. Sweet. Yeah, late night mowing, it just gets you tired, you know. Sometimes you just lose perspective on how close you are to certain things.
Again, this is round 1.
Alright, so Katie came down here and she helped me clean up and do a bunch of stuff like install the covers for the outlets and stuff like that. And we actually started making up little mounts for these speakers here. My buddy Trevor, you've seen him in a few of the episodes of the shop build. He actually showed up at my place one day and he's like, oh yeah, I just picked these up today. I got them for you for the shop. Like, what an absolute champ. They're like PA speakers, so they're like for small concerts and stuff like that. So those are gonna go up in the corners where I've got my wiring all set up and waiting. So right now I'm just making the little platforms for them to sit on. So I'll show you what I've done so far. So I got this one here started. The other one, the speaker's already screwed into it, so that's my template. Yeah, so these are all screwed into this board, and these 2x4s are going to be screwed into that wall and then this wall. And then there's going to be a 1/2-inch piece of plywood covering the front and a piece of diamond plate, as well as a diamond plate cover, so that I can screw the speakers on from under here and then stick the cover over, and it'll make it look nice. And then of course this is all going to be finished and have, like, you know, 7 coats of paint, just like everything else in the shop. Just ridiculously expensive paint too, and the prices just keep going up and up. Like the first 5-gallon jug that I got, it was like $303. The next one was like $320, and the last one I got was $348 plus tax. So by the time I get to painting this whole part, I'm certain that these jugs are gonna be like, you know, $500 each. Alright folks, current time 12:03, just after midnight, and I have 2 boxes done. And I actually sanded down all the edges and made it nice and smooth. I know, I get crazy with details. I don't know why. I've always kind of been that way. But, well, I guess just know that if you're gonna bring your car or truck or lowrider or Harley or BMW or whatever here, just expect this kind of quality work at 925 Chromeworks. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I gotta say, like, working with wood as opposed to working with steel is just, it's so much more, it's easier and it's so much more comfortable. Like, you don't get sparks in your eyes, there's no heat, you don't burn yourself. Like, I totally get, you know the movie Gone in 60 Seconds, the bad guy, Raymond Calitri? Like, I totally get it, you know? Like, wood, it's warm. You know the guy I'm talking about? Like, I need 50 cars. That guy? Yeah, I get it, dude. I get it.
50 cars, 50.
Okay, well, I just started a time lapse, but I had to pause it because there's just been way too many coincidences. For instance, this is the sheet that I have left over from making the wraps for my poles, and it is perfectly sized. Like, I mean, like, literally one cut, and there's my piece. Like, it's perfectly lined up, exactly the size that I need it. Like, what are the odds of that? Well, I started my first cut, my first pass, made it about 3 inches. It's like 12:30 at night, so I got tenants, and I don't really want to make them mad, so I'm just gonna stop right now, call it quits. I got that done, I got that done. Pretty stoked about this, actually. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? New plan. I'm gonna get these things installed tonight. Hopefully I can do it before 2 in the morning, so I get a decent night's sleep. Pause. All right, now one thing I loved about these bifold doors is they folded flat against the wall, like perfectly flat against the wall. Now, they don't fold flat against the wall anymore because my speaker is gonna be up there. But another incredible coincidence is the way that the doors meet the ledge there is just kind of perfect harmony, you know? Like, it's just another random, who would have known? All right, cool, I dig it, let's go. Well, the speakers are hooked up and sound amazing. Not that I'll be able to play you guys any music because of North American copyright laws, but I've got some great tunes from a random musician playing through this awesome receiver. It's cranking out the tunes very well. I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I'm not gonna wrap the episode here because there's a lot of finishing work to be done. So I'm gonna do that right now. Back to work. is a wrap for this episode. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys liked it. As always, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down there. I would greatly appreciate it. Join us next week. We'll be moving along, painting some things red and painting some things black, and starting to go real hard on the north side of the shop. So hope you guys stick around for that. Thanks very much. Stay tuned.
On.
Can we move the chair away?
3. Watch the pile though.
No, it'll be fine.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
Was that cool?
Elsie, stay over here, okay? Pull it.